Assalamu alaikum. My name's Richard Bennett and I'm the UN Special Rapporteur on Human Rights in Afghanistan. As I speak on World Press Freedom Day, in Afghanistan, the space for free and independent journalism has nearly disappeared. Since the Taliban took power in 2021, journalists have faced an escalating pattern of censorship, intimidation, and arrest. Many have been detained simply for doing their job, reporting the facts. Once again, I call on the de facto authorities to immediately and unconditionally release all detained journalists and to ensure that media workers can operate without fear. Across the country, independent voices have been silenced. Media outlets publish under strict control, forced to follow directives that limit what can be reported and how. Journalists face constant surveillance. They're threatened, intimidated, and in numerous cases detained arbitrarily. Afghan journalists have shared with me that they're working under conditions of fear and uncertainty where even routine reporting can carry serious risks. Reporting on sensitive issues such as the rights of women and girls carries even greater danger. Many journalists now self-censor, not because they want to, but to survive. For women journalists, the situation is even more severe. Many have lost their jobs. Those who remain face restrictions such as limitations on freedom of movement and being required to cover their faces while reporting on camera. Women in media are paid less, given fewer opportunities, and pushed out of public life. Freedom of expression and access to information are human rights. However, not only media workers, but also sources and ordinary people who speak to the media face threats, surveillance, or detention. I've also received accounts indicating that individuals have been arrested or intimidated simply for sharing or reposting information on social media. This creates a chilling effect across society where even expressing an opinion or sharing information becomes dangerous. At the same time, access to reliable information is shrinking. Conflicting reports, limited transparency, and restricted access make it increasingly difficult to know what's happening on the ground. Media organizations operating in exile play a critical role in filling this gap. They provide uncensored information to people inside Afghanistan. Journalists both inside the country and in exile have highlighted to us the growing challenges they face, from lack of funding to difficulties in verifying information and protecting their colleagues. This erosion of press freedom is part of a broader crisis. Afghanistan continues to face one of the most serious humanitarian emergencies anywhere. At the same time, human rights are being systematically restricted, and even more for women and girls. In such a context, independent journalism is an instrument of freedom of expression and enables access to information. It's essential to shed light on the situation on the ground and to provide a measure of accountability over the state. On World Press Freedom Day 2026, I also call on the international community to do more. Support for independent media, especially those operating in exile, has declined, and journalists have stressed that without sustained international support, many independent outlets may not survive. Sustained financial and technical support is critical to ensure that Afghan journalists can continue their work. International partners should review and expand their commitments to media freedom in Afghanistan, and protection mechanisms must be strengthened for those at risk. Despite immense challenges, Afghan journalists continue to show extraordinary courage, reporting the facts, documenting abuse, and providing a channel for ordinary Afghans to express their views and concerns. A free and independent press is not only a cornerstone of human rights, it's indispensable to Afghanistan's future. On this World Press Freedom Day, we stand with Afghan journalists, and we must do more than stand. We must act to support them. I thank you.